to me. It's your boy. It's your boy. JSAT26, man. I got a banger reaction with y'all, man. So today I'm reacting to 15 most terrifying motherfucking creatures found in the motherfucker deep sea, you feel me? So if you guys are new to my channel, man, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Smash like on this video. Turn on post notifications. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Bow.
Fast and often terrifying.
Hey man, if my stomach growling, don't mind. See, it look like it just did. I'm a little hungry, so just don't mind it. I'm probably gonna eat something after this video, but yeah, so I can know what the fuck is going on. I ain't doing something out. That's my fucking stomach, you feel me? A nigga is hungry over here, you feel me? I wish he shut up. Anyways, let's get to it.
Who knows what lurks in those crystal marine waters?
I don't think anybody can dive in Bimini and not believe that these are man-made artifacts.
You can imagine what might be waiting to be discovered below the surface. In fact, much remains to be learned from exploring the mysteries of the deep, since more than 80% of it remains
That water is really pretty. Like, I always wanted to go skydiving. Like, not like deep how far they going, but like just skydiving, see all the fishes and the motherfucking dolphins and the motherfucking whales and the motherfucking flamingos, you feel me? What am I talking about? Flamingos in the fucking zoo. Again, enough to the zoo. I want to go to a zoo. I haven't went in a long ass fucking time since I was a kid. So this coronavirus, need to get the fuck so I can start doing more shit. So everybody can start doing more shit, you feel me? Yeah.
unobserved and unexplored. Imagine that the lowest point on Earth, the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean, sits at a staggering 36,000 feet below sea level. What might you find? Ancient cities? Fleets?
I heard like if you go like the person can go but too deep, like inside the ocean. Like they can't go as deep as a fucking animal because they would like explode. I think it's something like the pressure and like the ocean pressure in their brain, something like, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know how many feet it is, but whatever.
Sunken ships, underwater museums, even ghosts. Oh, the terror. Here are the 15 most terrifying objects found in the deep sea. Number 15. Lake Neuchatel Shark Statue. Talk about terrifying. There's zero information about the actual shark statue that appears in the video. And trust me.
Son, look at his fucking teeth, bruh. Nigga look like a fucking animal. Yo, chew your ass up in fucking 0.5 damn seconds. Fucking with him.
Researched and we researched. But the location is Lake Neuchatel in the French-speaking part of Switzerland, a popular diving destination for European divers. It's unclear how or why the shark statue was located there, and this footage just makes that fact even more terrifying. But Switzerland is a very...
That's a statue? But that motherfucker was a real ass fucking shark who just probably died down there or some shit with his damn mouth open.
place to go diving, especially in the winter. With a surface of 84 square miles, Lake Neuchatel is the largest lake located entirely in Switzerland and the 59th largest lake in Europe. The Thiel River enters at its southwestern end and issues from it at its northeastern.
My stomach just got again. But anyways, jet skiing, I never went. I was supposed to go like a couple years. Well, I'm not gonna say a couple years, like a year ago. But I didn't have my license at the time, so it was some shit. I wasn't old enough. Some shit like that. I think like the actual age is 18. Well, I think it's 18. Have a license, drive by yourself. 18, don't got a license, you got to drive with somebody, a legal guardian, pretty much. But I'm old enough now, so I might. Yeah.
The northwestern shore is the most thickly settled, and the slopes are covered with vineyards. But whoever placed that sculpture at the bottom of the lake?
Oh, and again, I guess how deep you go, the water changes colors. Kind of like at the top, it's like blue. I guess once you get further deep, it turns green like it is now. I don't know how the fuck that happens, but I don't know.
Are you the Swiss Banksy? Are you responsible for more terrifying art underwater elsewhere? Before we move on, if you don't smash the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell today, it, the clown, will appear under your bed tonight. Number 14, the Ghost Fleet of Truk Lagoon. South Pacific's Caroline Island harbors the Ghost Fleet of Truk Lagoon. In a surprise attack by American allies in World War II, approximately 250 Japanese aircrafts were destroyed and more than 50 ships sunk. An estimated 400 Japanese soldiers were killed in one ship alone, trapped in the cargo hold. Most of the fleet remains in exactly the same spot it was left.
Need a professional website? I created one for our startup using Wix. Let me show you how I did it. First, go to wix.com.
Largely forgotten by
We don't like ads over here, man. I don't like ads.
world until the late 1960s. Jacques Cousteau's 1969 film Lagoon of Lost Ships explored the wreck-littered lagoon, and many of the sunken ships were then still full of...
Oh, and again, I'm not gonna watch the whole entire video, so I'm gonna stop it kind of like in the middle, kind of wherever I want to stop it at, because this video is like 19 minutes long. It's a long ass video, so yeah, you want to let y'all know.
bodies. As wreck divers brought attention to the site, Japan began recovery efforts, and many bodies have been removed and returned to their homes for burial. Some wreck divers often wonder, do the anguished souls of the crew and passengers who perished haunt those who dared to explore the shipwreck's remains? If you dive wrecks long enough, you'll hear tales of divers who were left with the bone-chilling feelings of this sort.
Crushed by outside pressure. There could have been no survivors.
Some indicate there was merely an eerie mood cast over the wreck, while others have suggested that they saw something down there that they can't explain. Number 13, SS Thistlegorm. The world-famous SS Thistlegorm was sunk in 1941 in the Gulf of Suez at the northern end of the Red Sea.
It became a world-class visitor destination.
Packed to the gunwales with a cargo of supplies destined for the British Fifth Army based in Alexandria. Armored carriers, motorcycles, jeeps, trucks, airplane parts, rifles, radio equipment, and a plentiful supply of Wellington boots can all be seen during your dive. The Thistlegorm is heaven for wreck enthusiasts, but is also one of the most underrated fish dives in the area, attracting schooling barracuda and providing a hunting ground for giant tuna and snapper. Our excursions require an early start. After breakfast on board, you'll make 2 dives on the wreck. In the early 50s, Jacques Cousteau discovered it by using information from local fish.
One question: where the fuck is his suit? Motherfucker down there in motherfucking boxer briefs. Fuck is he doing? Like, where the fuck is your suit at?
He raised several items from the wreck, including a motorcycle, the captain's safe, and the ship's bell. The February 1956 edition of the National Geographic clearly shows the ship's bell in place and Cousteau's divers in the ship's lantern room. Cousteau documented diving on the wreck in part of his book, The Living Sea. That guy could find anything. Number 12, Ocean Atlas. Artist, photographer, naturalist, and diver.
That's really cool. I don't think that's like it's not like a terrifying object. That shit is really fucking tough. Like, I don't know how the fuck they did that shit.
Jason DeCaires Taylor introduced his record-breaking public sculpture to the crystal Bohemian waters in 2014. Entitled Ocean Atlas, the installation encourages coral colonization and deters tourists from endangered reefs.
Another damn ad? Are you serious?
Forged for sustainable pH.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct.
pH-neutral materials designed to kickstart local coral growth. Ocean Atlas is a monumental public sculpture.
Number 4, that's really cool. I wonder how long it took him to make that shit. That's really, like, I applaud to that man.
5 meters beneath the sea, and an environmental gesture intended to portray the positive potential of human interaction with the natural world. Located off the west coast of New Providence, the 18-foot-tall, 60-ton statue is currently the largest underwater statue in the world. The girl in the piece seems to struggle underneath a heavy burden, which is appropriate given that she was named after Atlas, the Greek god responsible for bearing the heavens on his shoulders.
of the old ocean atlas. It's got quite a meaning to it.
As with the rest of Taylor's numerous underwater sculptures, this one was made from a special pH-neutral cement that will allow reef organisms to thrive on its surface. His statues allow new reefs to grow where none existed before and draw tourists away from overworked diving hotspots. Maybe not terrifying, but with the world on his shoulders, that's a scary thought. Number 11, Atlit Yam. Talk about weird underworlds. Not far off the coast of the village of Atlit in the Mediterranean Sea, near Israel, lies the submerged ruins of the ancient Neo.
Them fucking fishes swim like this. Them motherfuckers like fucking snakes.
Site of Atlit Yam. The prehistoric settlement, which dates back to the 7th millennium BC, has been so well preserved by the sandy seabed that a mysterious stone circle still stands as it was first erected, and dozens of human skeletons lay undisturbed in their graves. Today, Atlit Yam lies beneath 16 to 40 feet beneath sea level and covers an area of 40,000 square meters. The site was first discovered in 1984 by marine archaeologist Ehud Galilee, and since then, underwater excavations have unearthed numerous houses, stone-built water wells, a series of long unconnected walls, ritual installations, stone-paved areas, a megalithic structure, thousands of flora and fauna remains, dozens of human remains, and numerous artifacts made of stone, bone, wood, and flint. The site provides unprecedented insight into life in Neolithic times, when people had just discovered how to domesticate plants and animals. I bet there are ghosts there too. Number 10, the Sea of Galilee structure, a gigantic monument at the bottom of the Sea of Galilee, as well as several mysterious structures, including a gigantic stone wheel and a moon-shaped monument, were recently found in northern Israel. The mysterious structures have left archaeologists around the world bewildered. Who built them and what were they used for? They may be some of Israel's most mysterious structures. They're easy to miss from the roadside, but can clearly be seen from the skies or beneath the...
Y'all tell me that shit doing like a damn maze that you can just run through. Fuck around and get lost in that motherfucker.
The prehistoric stone monuments of Gilgal Rephaim, Jethro Cairn, and the circular structure found in the Sea of the Galilee went unnoticed for centuries in the disputed regions of the Golan and the Galilee, but still archaeologists don't know who built them or why. Theories have gone wild and include ancient calendars, ceremonial structures, or sky burial sites in which dead bodies were placed on top of stone mounds to be picked apart by vultures. The possible age of the structures is even more enigmatic and may put the estimates anywhere between 3,000 and 12,000 years.
I feel like I'm watching a damn history fucking documentary right now. 3,000 years ago, 12,000 years ago, this. Like, I'm not in fucking history right now. I'm trying to watch objects, not...
Making them older than the pyramids of Giza and Stonehenge in Great Britain. Maybe aliens are responsible. Just saying. Number 9, Christ of the Abyss. You probably already are familiar with the picture of a Christ statue deep under the sea, and you're asking yourself where it can be found. The answer to that question is not as straightforward as you might think, as there exist more undersea statues of...
That's that statue that was in Rio. People are so fucking creative. For real. Like, to do that shit underwater, that shit is crazy. Well, I think they built it, like, on land, and they just took, like, a little, one of them little joints, and, like, stick it down and put in the... Pause. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but, yeah. Y'all get what I'm saying.
It's named Christ of the Abyss scattered around the earth. The original Christ of the Abyss is immersed in the waters of San Frutuoso, not far from the worldwide renowned village of Portofino. Located more than 50 feet under the sea, the bronze statue was placed on the seabed on the 22nd of August, 1954, at the initiative of a legendary Italian diver who wanted to place a statue of Jesus following the death of his friend, which occurred during a dive a few years earlier in that spot.
Hey man, so that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Smash the like button. Follow me on Instagram at Jermaine18. Add me on Snapchat at Jermaine42, man. Without further ado, we're out.